To 19th video of this Java programming tutorial series. In this series, we will be discussing on what is a constructor and syntax and some explanation with an example code in this video. So what is a constructor? It is a special type of function. It is a special type of method that carries same name as that of class name. So the point to be noted is if there is a class named main, the constructor name will also be main. It will not have any other user defined names. If at all it is a constructor, then it must be with the name as that of class name. So 2 points. It is a special type of method that carries same name that of class name. So these are the points to be noted are special features about constructor. It is a special type of method we have discussed already. Same name that of class name also we have discussed. A constructor will not have any return type, but it may or may not have arguments. A constructor can be created with the arguments or without arguments also. Fourth point, it cannot be abstract, static or final. So there won't be any specifiers for a constructor like abstract, static or final anything. So simply no return type anything, just class name followed by braces. Either if there is a parameter that will be present, or if there is no parameter, the braces will be left empty. So that is a constructor. Fifth point is an important for a constructor. So when the constructor will be called, by default, automatically whenever an object is created, that corresponding constructor will be called. So if there is a class named animal and there is a constructor named animal inside the class, whenever we create an object for that class animal, that animal constructor will be automatically called. So commonly, sixth point, commonly these constructors will be used to initialize all the variables required for the entire program to run. But for some other purpose also it will be used. Right. Seventh point is an answer for a question whether a constructor can be overloaded. It is the answer is it is also a method. It is a special type of method, but it is also a method, and hence it can be overloaded. So these are the things to be noted for a constructor for a better understanding what is a constructor. So this is a syntax for a constructor. We have a class named pencil box. This is the exact structure of a constructor. It will not be having any return type. It may or may not have arguments, but the name of the constructor must be same as that of class name. So pencil box, and there is no abstract, static and any other specifiers. So this is the exact syntax of constructor. So whenever an object is created for class pencil box, immediately this pencil box constructor will be automatically executed, called and executed. So there are two types of constructor available: default constructor and parameterized constructor. Simple. When a constructor is available without any arguments, that is simply like this empty braces. Constructor without any arguments, it is called a default constructor, and parameterized constructor means simply a constructor with an argument. So this is an example for default constructor, and this is an example for parameterized constructor. Same thing, same a method with a class name without return type, a constructor, but with two arguments here. So this is parameterized constructor. I think this explanation is informative. We will have a real-time code example for this constructor. So I'm creating a class named pencil box. We will now create a constructor. Pencil box, open brace, close brace. Sorry, open bracket, close bracket, and open brace, close brace. Right. So we have created a class named pencil box, and there is a constructor named pencil box with the same name of class name without any arguments, and we have just given single system print statement. Pencil box constructor is called. Now what we will do is we will create an object for this pencil box alone, and we will not call this constructor method explicitly. So we will check whether immediately after creating this pencil box object, whether this constructor is automatically called and this print statement is printed in the output. We have just created the object for this pencil box and nothing more than that. We have not explicitly called that constructor and or anything. We have just created and left as it is. We will run this code. In case immediately after object creation, if the constructor has to be called, then we will be provided with the output. uh, Pencil box constructor is called that output. So we have got the output, which means we have created an object. So once the object is created, it is searching for a constructor, so a default constructor is available, and hence it is printed here. So this is default constructor. What we will do is we will now will just give a parameterized constructor with two arguments. If it is two arguments, it will show us some error because there is a constructor, yes, but with the two argument. In case if there is a constructor, if there is no constructor, then it is more than enough that if we just create an object. But if there is a constructor either with the argument or without argument, we must match the arguments. If there is no argument, that is no problem, but if there is an argument, we must match that argument and give value here, I comma n, something like this. So I will give just a hyphen between two numbers. So we are getting these two arguments and just printing. So when there is an parameterized constructor, we will be in a position to give values in while creating object itself, and we will not call that method. It is defaultly called when object is created. See, pencil box constructor is called and output is 5-10. So that is what we have expected here. So with this output, we have come to the end of this video. I think constructor concept is clear now. In case you have any queries, you can leave comment below. Thanks for watching. Keep supporting us.